that the lame may not be disabled, but rather healed. Make every effort to live in peace with everyone and to be holy. Without holiness, no one will see God. Who can get to heaven by being unholy?
Nobody. No one.
Wow. You see how important it is to be holy? See to it that no one falls short of the grace of God, and that no bitter root grows up to cause trouble and defile many. See that no one is sexually immoral or is godless like Esau, who for a single meal sold his inheritance rights as the oldest son. You guys know the story of Jacob and Esau. They were twins, right?
Yep.
Who came out first?
Jacob.
Esau.
Esau, right?
Yeah.
Esau came last.
You know, reading the story in the scriptures, you know, why did God allow this? You know what Jacob means? Huh? Supplanter or healer. He was actually grabbing Esau's heel. That's why he's called Jacob.
But he didn't make it.
But God allowed this situation, you know, even though Rachel, the one that Jacob loved, right? I mean, Isaac loved. Even though she was in this deceitful scheming, right? Somehow, God had already planned that Jacob would be the firstborn. They didn't have to kind of force their way in that way. So Esau, he's out there hunting, right? He liked to hunt. He comes in and he's starving to death. Now, do you think really he was starving to death? That if he didn't have that one meal, he was going to die? He thought so. He was willing to sell his birthright for one single meal. Now, we all look at that and go, that was pretty stupid.
Yeah.
But how many times we do that?
A lot.
We compromise what God has given to us, the inheritance we have in Jesus Christ, to live forever, yet we compromise and we sell our eternity for immediate happiness or satisfying moment. How many people out there have done that? Afterwards, as you know, when he wanted to inherit his blessing, he was rejected. Even though he sought the blessing with tears, he could not change what he had done. Let's go to 2 Corinthians 6 chapter. It says, do not be yoked together with the believers. What does that yoke mean? Okay, so if you look at the word yoke, what does that mean? Not egg yolk, you know. What is yoke? What is a yoke?
Connected together.
It's something you put on two oxen or two cows, if you will, so that they would move forward in tandem, right? Together. Now, if you have one of the cows going a little fast and the other one is lagging behind, what's going to happen?
Die. In circles.
They're not going to get anywhere, right?
Yeah.
And so this is an illustration that Paul is giving. He says that if you have one person that is godly and the other person is ungodly, and it could be a marriage relationship, it could be a business relationship, or any friendship, if you're hanging around the wrong person, then the godly person is going to be moving forward, yet the other person is going to actually hold him back from his growth. So it says, do not be yoked together with the unbeliever. For what do righteousness and wickedness have in common? Or what fellowship can light have with darkness?
Nothing.
You ever think about that? The difference between light and dark?
You're in the dark.
You're either in the light or you're in the dark. What harmony is there between Christ and Belial? Or what does a believer have in common with an unbeliever? What agreement is there between the temple of God and idols? For we are the temple of the living God, as God has said, I will live with them and walk among them, and I will be their God, and they will be my people. Therefore, come out of them and be separate, says the Lord.
Teach.
Touch no unclean thing, and I will receive you. And I will be a father to you, and you will be my sons and daughters, says the Lord Almighty.
Amen.
So simple, yet so hard. 2 Corinthians 7. Therefore, since we have these promises, dear friends, let us purify ourselves from everything that contaminates body and spirit, perfecting holiness. Now, when you see that word perfecting, what does that tell you? What are you doing?
Perfecting on God. Perfecting on Jesus.
What are you doing when you're perfecting something? Let's just say
Studying,
you're a potter and you're making a vessel, right?
practicing, studying.
You're shaping it, you're forming it.
Yeah.
To what?
God.
Perfection.
To be as good as you desire to make that vessel, right? So God is helping us to be what He has created us to be, and He's doing that. Can the pot say to the potter, I don't need you?
No.
That's stupid, right?
Yes.
But how many of us think we can do it our way?
No.
How many people have sung, I did it my way? And where have they got it?
No.
So perfecting holiness out of reverence for God. In 1 Peter 1:14 to 16, it says, as obedient children, do not conform to the evil desires that you had when you lived in ignorance. But just as He who called you is holy, now get this, just as He is holy, so be holy in some of the things that you do.
In all.
Oh, yeah, it does say all, doesn't it? In all you do. For it is written, be holy because I am holy. If we can just understand that that's who God created us to be, maybe we would make a better effort to follow His will and be holy as He is holy.
Same button? Same one?